What up, what up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Lee and we are locked in. I got a question for you. What's on your TV? Now, this is episode 8 of Squid Game. And if you remember the last game we played, we had to cross that damn bridge. And we also know that the undercover cop was in there doing some wild things, but he on the run now. But before we get into this episode, shout out to the notification gang. If you're new to the channel, you want to be a part of it, hit your subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so you get something every time I upload. Hit that like button. It's the easiest thing you can do. Now, we have one more game left. We don't have that many contestants left, so you know it's about to get real serious. And you know one thing about Squid Game, if you win, you go on. But if you lose, you die. This is episode 8 of Squid Game. The end of episode 7, we seen if you didn't make it across that glass bridge, it would have been over with for you because all of the glass blew up. That's why all of our 3 remaining finalists, they all have cuts all over their body. So they're leaving. They're about to go back to the dorm because we got another game to play. Number 29, the undercover cop. He's looking for his brother. We know he escaped. He picked one of the dive suits and he went up on the island and he swam out. Now he's made it to land. What he's trying to do now is call the police and say, hey, I need y'all to get out to this island. This is my location. This is what I seen. But the patrols are looking for him. Them in the front, man. He's on the beach now. He doesn't have any service on his cell phone. He had it in a plastic bag so it wouldn't get wet. But when he looks ahead, all he sees is this large cliff. I'm talking about this thing is high as hell. And the only way he's going to be able to get some service is if he can get to the top of this where it's clear, and it might, hopefully, we're praying that there's at least one cell phone tower so he can get some kind of service to call for backup. 456 and 218, we know they grew up together. We know that 218 is smart. We know that 218 is actually one of the dirtiest players here. He finessed 199. You remember, he tricked him with the rocks. He switched them out. 456 is confronting him and saying, hey, why did you do that? Because at the end, they were trying to figure out which glass was stable to step on to finish the game. And he ended up pushing the old man into killing him. Now, 456 is saying, why did you do that? You know, we could have helped him out and we could have all made it across because we had more than enough time. But 218, it's all about survival. And he's pretty much like, I had to do it. If not, we would have died. And I'm not trying to die. He's defending himself too. Like, what did you think, man? We were going to die out there. I had to push him. But this old man, he was able to tell the glass. He threw the marble on there. He needed another marble or something to throw on the other one to hear how the glass was. 218 said, forget this. We running low on time. Pushes him. He falls through. They make it. So he's trying to tell 456, look, me and you are cool. We made it. Don't worry about him. We made it. This is where they're going to start going their separate ways. They're arguing. We know they know each other. But 456 is trying to tell him, look, I made a mistake. Yeah, I'm a bum. I'm living with my mom. I ain't got no money. I can't take care of my daughter. She's living with my ex with a rich stepdad, and I don't have any money. Yeah, but you're in here too. So does that make you just as guilty as me? A bum. Because you remember, he lost $6 billion, and most of it wasn't even his. The pink crew, they come out and they tell him, you 3 are the finalists. We got another game to play and we got a surprise for all of y'all. But first, change into these nice new little outfits we got for y'all, because that stuff y'all been wearing for the last week, we ain't having that. The VIPs want to see a top-notch game. They want to see it in fashion, not that bum stuff y'all got on them jogger suits. They ain't, what is that, Adidas, Puma? No, they look more like Reebok or Starter. 067, the pickpocketer, she goes to the room. Now, when they were leaving the last game, she was limping. Well, it turns out when that glass blew up on all the bridges, she had a big shard of glass stuck in her side. So it's not looking like she's going to be able to go forward. And if she does, she's going to be very weak. And one thing we know about this is you're going to have to be strong at it mentally, physically. You're going to have to be able to push through some pain if you want to win in Squid Game. Our undercover agent, he's getting to the top of the mountain. He's looking at it like, oh, come on, give me a bar, give me a bar. Y'all know how it is. I be in the basement holding my phone up towards the window. Hopefully I can get one bar to send this message saying he out here struggling. Not far behind him, front man and a couple of his crew, they show up. They see the dive pack and he's like, hey, y'all need to find him and get rid of him now, because if he ruins this operation, all y'all gone. Now, I might be able to get up out of here because I got a little bit of money and an identity to hide, but y'all workers, they gonna be on y'all ass. Now, he's on top of the hill and he can see them running up, But he finally gets a little bit of service so he can call back. He calls back to work and the cop is like, hey, where you been, man? You been gone for a while. You ain't take no leave. He's like, man, forget all that. I got something. I need backup out here. You remember the game they were talking about? Now the service isn't that good. So he's listening, but he can't hear what the undercover is saying. He's just like, where you at? You haven't taken any leave. You're MIA right now. So the cop is worrying about more admin stuff like, hey man, you need to put some leave in. You took off without nobody knowing. He ain't trying to hear what case you got. Now they changed into these nice formal, you know what I'm saying? My men got the dress suit on. She has a nice little suit on too. And they put them at a big triangle table. It's the final game. So they're going to get the finest of food, extravagant. I'm talking about candlelit dinner. Get a little bit of, you know, that music playing in the background, little violins, soft piano. Hey, living the life of luxury now, especially from what they were doing in them dorms where they had to fight for food. Just relax out here. You might even get a glass of wine. They're telling everybody, sit back, relax, enjoy the feast, get that strength and that energy for this final game. Now, if you look on the wall behind them, it shows each and every game that they've already played. Now, I'm sitting here thinking, let me eat my food first, pop a little bit of champagne, because if I got to use that bathroom, I can get in there first and get back and get ready, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't want those bubble guts to pop up on you in the middle of a game, especially the final game. My boy had to hang up the phone because he's calling back. They not picking up nothing. It's like a AT&T commercial. I can't hear you. What did you say? So he hangs up and he's trying to send these files. Now he's sending videos and these are large files that he's sending. Y'all know how long it takes to send just one picture. Imagine sending a video file that's like 3 to 5 minutes long. And you got bad service, 1 bar, and it ain't LTE or 4G or 5G. This thing is like some island 1G. Oh man, it's about to take forever. While he's doing all this, he's sitting in one spot trying to send these these videos and text messages off. I would have still been briefly, you know, with a brief little walking and trying to send this stuff. I'm not sitting in one spot because these guys are eventually going to catch up to you just like this. Oh, there he go over there. Chase him. I would have had that gun. I would have been letting them things loose. But front man said, bring him alive. They finally catch the undercover cop and he's at the edge. I'm talking about how the heck did you run around this big old island and come to the edge of one of the highest spots on this island and get cornered by all these people? Now the front man, he's here. And one thing we know about front man is when front man shows up, front man means business. And that business usually means death. Now, front man knows a lot about police issued guns. And he's telling our undercover agent, you already shot off this amount of rounds. You have 3 of them left. So what you gonna do? You gonna fight? You gonna run? Or you gonna put that gun down and talk to me like a man? Now, everyone's finished their food except for 067. That's probably because she has that big hole in the side of her gut. So I don't think this is a time that you want to eat, especially when you in that much pain. If you got stabbed with some glass, yeah, I'm not thinking about eating. Pain meds, please. Ibuprofen, something, morphine, something. Let me get that because I'm hurting. They come and pick up all the food. The only thing they have left, and they leave for 4, 5, 6, and the other members, is just the knife. That means, hey, it can get ugly when y'all leave this table. So be prepared at all times. But you should already know that after the first night they got to fighting over food and people were dying. I would have always been ready, always trying to find some kind of tool. Our undercover cop, he got 1 bullet. He's trying to find his brother. Front man's in front of him talking that noise. Pow! Shoots him in his shoulder. You got to go for that kill shot. But front man takes that shot like a G and he tells everybody, hold up, stand back, because he know he ain't got no more rounds. And if you can take one to the shoulder like that, I told y'all, front man means business. And when front man shows up, that business probably is going to be death. Come to find out this whole time, he's been on this island. He snuck on to find his brother. He followed 4, 5, 6 from his house all the way to this island. He killed a couple of people to take their spot, to become a worker, to become a waiter, just to find out front man is his brother. Him and his mom has been looking for him. Front man's been over here collecting paper, playing Squid Game, locking people up, getting them killed, entertaining VIPs. Dang, front man is a G. What have I been telling y'all? When front man shows up, front man means business. And that business usually means death. And even though this is his little brother, he's seen his face, he's seen the island, he's seen the games, he had to go. So Undercover's last word was brother. R.I.P. Back in the dorms, we're getting ready for the last game. Everybody's sitting here in the dark. They all got their knives for protection. And it's like, man, you don't know what can happen. You don't want to go to sleep because you could potentially get attacked. But you do want to get some sleep because you want to have that rest for the game tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to burn off all that energy from the food you had staying up and that stomach get the rumbling in the morning, because I don't think we're going to get breakfast before the last game. It's dark. We got the last game. 456 sees something's wrong with 067. You know she's the pickpocketer. So when he goes over there, she has her knife and he's like, if I wanted to kill you, I would have already did it. But he's trying to sit there and talk to her because he can see that something is wrong. And unlike 218, he at least wants to help, because you don't know what this last game is. So it might be something you could work together on, or it could be something that we could all win. But he's not going to go over there and harm her. Now these two, they get to talking. But to start it off, you can tell that something's really wrong with 067. We know that she got stabbed. He doesn't know that, but he can sense that something is wrong. And she's telling him, you need to worry about yourself. She goes into detail and explains what happened to her. Now, her story, her backstory is her parents are in North Korea. Her brother's in an orphanage. So what she's going to do with the money is get enough money to bring her parents across and get enough money to get a house and get her brother out that orphanage. Now he's trying to get money to take care of his mom and his daughter. Now they make a pact and they say whoever wins, they take care of the other person's, the other person's problems. In her case, hey, take care of my, my little brother. And in your case, if you don't make it, I'll take care of your mom and your daughter. I'm talking about, look at that money. It is sitting pretty. They got the nights, they got the lights. They just setting the mood. You go to sleep, you got the yellow light shining on all this money. It's like 46 billion won. So in your head, you thinking, dang, just one game. I'm looking at her like, hey, if you can just make it to this last game and just help me out, we can split the money. Come on, girl, you got to help me. I got to pay that debt off too. This gets 456 to thinking. So he looks over at 218. He's like, man, let me try to creep up on him, because 218, he's knocked out over there. I'm talking about the knife dropped out of his hand. And I told y'all, you want to get some rest for tomorrow, but you don't want to get rest because somebody could sneak up on you in the middle of the night and shank your ass up. And that'll be the worst way to go out. You don't even get a chance in the last game. But 456 has too much integrity. He's not going to do that. Plus, he turns around at 067. She's bleeding out. It's like, man, she probably not going to make it. So he's like, help. Someone please. She's not going to make it over here. They turn the lights on. He's pounding on the wall, blood all on it. He's talking about help. She needs a medic. But one thing we know about the Squid Game is they not coming in there to help nobody. The only thing they going to do is bring a box for a dead body. So he's looking. And he's already, he's already the guy that's like, come on now, play fair, help us out at least. Nah, if they die, they die. 456 runs back over there because 67's neck, man, is slit and 218 did it. So he tries to rush 218. They both got these knives. They about to go at it. But we want to see the final game. So they knock 456 out. They not about to let these two kill each other. No. Y'all got to play in the final game. They put 067 in that box. The number of players changed to 2, and we're at 45,400,000,000 won. Whoever wins gets all that money. I'm talking about we stacking up paper to the ceiling. Front man, he a G. He back in his office. He's taking that bullet out of his shoulder where his little brother shot him, and he looks in the mirror and he sees a reflection of his little brother. So you know that hurts. That's your brother. But his loyalty to the game and whoever the big boss is, he knew he had to kill his brother, or it would have been him, and the whole game would have been compromised. That's some crazy stuff there. We see them getting rid of 067's body, throwing her in that inferno, that furnace. Dang, R.I.P. 67. And you pickpocket my boy 456. He wouldn't even been in this mess if you didn't take all his money from him. There you go, episode 8 of Squid Game. Now, it was a short one, but it got straight to the point. We have 2 people left, 456 218, the childhood friends. Let me know who y'all think will win in that. Thanks for watching. I'm J. If you like the content on the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. I got a question for you though. What's on your TV? I'm out.
Jimmy on the beat, boy.